Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, everything in between. Welcome back to the Sean Cross channel.
Currently, it is 3:58 p.m. on the 3rd of December. It is Sunday. It is the eve of what will be one of the most anticipated tests and exams of my life, as I am having to test an exam to secure a job that will help me get back on my feet financially and also mentally, as far as I'm concerned. But after being reached out to by Zach Atwell himself from the band Conjured, which we did a reaction not too long ago now, sometime earlier this year, either that or sometime last year. It's all blending together, especially with the last 2 years in mind. It's kind of just been a fever dream collectively. But he reached out to me, so I checked out Shinigami, and then as far as Spotify is concerned and demonstrating, they released their new EP, Poltergeist, on April 1st of this year. So it's been a really, really long time since this EP came out. He said that they are indeed immediately looking to unleash some new singles here pretty soon, probably going into 2024. With that in mind, if you would be so kind as to considering subscribing to the Sean Cross Core Patreon, $3 a month, to support what will be 5 different channels. Check out all of our playlists on Spotify, including Asahi and Nomichi, Path to the Rising Sun, Ignite the Church, Horror Show, which still has yet to be updated, the 5 chapters playlist so far, including, yes, what is chapter 23, the next cycle, but I'm thinking it's going to be a different name. And then, of course, the greatest playlist of all time, correlating with the podcast, that being TAC's Greatest Hits, with the latest song being Soul Rod by Utilize the Remains, featuring Alex Paul of Organectomy. We still have yet to add a couple songs, but I am excited to get those songs added. After that, people, if you would be so kind as to considering checking out the Depop shop that I have. This shop has a whole bunch of items from my closet. I'm actually going to go ahead and reload this because the new Paleface shirt, okay, that's not on there. I think I left that out because it like barely fitted me. Anyways, these are all a whole bunch of items. Some of them I've gotten from tours. Most of them I've just accidentally shrunken or have no use for anymore, or I'm just trying to get a little bit more money back. That way, that can also help me get back on my feet financially, so consider that. Thank you for your time, and let's get into the Poltergeist EP. I was definitely vibing with good old Sean Cross, Baby Blue, but let's go! Their logo is clean as hell. It's different, but it's clean as hell. So, featuring my good old original cheesy soft scrambled egg recipe and game of subs. Okay.
Yeah.
Exercise my ghost.
Cool. Bring it.
Sick. These ones were getting better, but nobody told this one.
good. All right. So after taking way too long to attend to this EP, I can say that this is probably one of my favorite EPs of the year. But let's go ahead and dive into review. Lyrically speaking, we don't really understand what's going on behind the scenes with this EP, and we will probably most likely have to wait for Zach himself to jump on the Anatomy Crosscast with us to discuss the lyrical elements, the lyrical depths of this EP. So we'll have to leave that neutral for now. Vocally speaking, Zach did really well. He was a little bit whiny, and he actually kind of reminds me of the vocalist of the band that I recently joined, that being Home Turf. They are hardcore, they are beat down, but I noticed that Zach and Jacob have very similar vocal spectrums. So perhaps there is an opportunity in the future for Home Turf and Conjure to collab, but we'll see if that ever happens. Otherwise, I would say that Zach implemented a whole bunch of different stuff, and alongside what will be the instrumental rating, I can easily say that Conjured is another one of those bands like Surefire, like Victims, who are just trying to do new things, but I can definitely hear some Victims, Illinois inspiration inside of this band's music and on this EP. So I would give that a 9 out of 10. There's a little bit more room to grow, and I can hear what Zach is trying to do, what he's trying to expand upon, and otherwise, it sounds great. Instrumentally speaking for genre, speaking for the mixing and mastering, everything sounded pretty crisp on my Skull Candy Wireless Crusher headphones. So I will give that part, the sound engineering, the audio engineering, a 10 out of 10. As far as the genre, again, this band reminds me of Victims, Illinois. They are indeed, if I remember correctly, they're either a West Coast or a Midwest band. But I'll go ahead and check that real quick. All right, so I was completely wrong. They are actually a band from Killeen, Texas. So this is another Texas local act. But after all, Texas is as big of a state as it is. So there is a lot of room. There's a lot of opportunity for various bands across the scene to be from Texas. They can be from the far northern, like gold. Let's see. The panhandle of Texas, where all the wind turbines are, as always a possibility. It's so funny how expansive Texas is, and like I totally thought these guys were from California or something, but that's cool. We have another band here from Texas who's been reaching out to us off and on here, but being that they are from Texas, I would definitely compare this in very simple terms to that of like the Texas version of Victims, but I know that there's a lot more to them than meets the eye, and especially as we go into the near future, I'm sure that they have every intention upon unleashing that potential. As far as the album cover, out of absolute transparency, y'all know how I feel about AI art album covers, and maybe this isn't one, so I'll go ahead and go check real quick. Okay, so for whatever reason, I wasn't able to find the source post for the EP that would more or less provide me the credentials as to who the artist for the EP cover was, but at this time the only assumption I can devise is that this is indeed AI art. So out of absolute transparency, of course it looks really cool. I love the premise of it. I love the music on it. The only thing I wish is that if this is indeed AI art, I wish that they had instead inquired with someone who was a real artist instead of utilizing AI art, but I completely understand, and I will not comment further on that because there's no need to. But overall thoughts on Poltergeist. This EP has been sitting in the recommended, basically, in the checklist amongst many other, at least like 20 albums, which is insane. I just don't know at all how many albums officially I missed out on this year that I should have listened to, but that's really just how it goes sometimes. You can't exactly listen to every album on the planet. That'd be near impossible, and there's a band that comes out every day, so one simply cannot worry themselves with the idea of keeping up with every single band as they come out. Now, of course, that does not mean that as a content creator, I will ever stop reaching out to new bands. I will ever stop networking. That's not the case, because what other better way to grow than to at least talk with bands, sit down with them, get to know them, become friends with them, tell their story, and then move forward accordingly, in which I've done that at least now close to 60 times across the world, which is insane. Anyways, this has been my front to back session for Conjured and their latest EP, Poltergeist, out as of April 1st, 2023, independently. And just like the Great Eternal Music Machine, let's keep cranking. Look forward to a podcast session, and we'll see you later.